Hey everybody, it's Mike from Trick Drums. I want to go over the new SB1 trigger system with you. How to install it, how to recognize which version you have, and the parts. I think that this would be a lot easier than just giving you a manual. This video you can refer back to when you need to. This is the new SB1 trigger housing. We've changed it now so that it operates off of just a wall wart type power supply, which is very common, and a 1/4-inch cable, right angle on one end, straight on the other. This you can purchase at any music store on the planet pretty much. If you were to lose it, damage it, or anything else, no special parts involved here, same here. What you would do to determine which version of the Pro1-V you have is look on the bottom of the beater ring. If you see 2 tapped holes, you have the current version, most current version, and the trigger system will bolt right on, no problem. If for some reason you do not have these 2 holes, you need to purchase a separate beater ring, which is available at trickdrums.com under Pro1-V beater ring assembly. That's all you would need, because what's going to happen is you're going to have to install this fin here, that's what we call it, which is what the laser is eventually going to read when it's installed. In terms of installing it, it's very simple. You're going to remove this pin here, which connects the footboard to the direct drive link. You're going to loosen this screw, and these are going to come off, and this housing is going to slide on to the Pro1-V tower. And then I'll get this all apart, and I'll explain how you calibrate the distance and how you hook everything up. I want to make you aware of one thing for the near future. Until such time as all of our retail partners get up to speed with the new photographs and information on the design change, be aware that this is the only version of the SB1 trigger that exists now. All the other ones have been discontinued. So you might see a different picture and receive this when you get your trigger. Don't worry, you are getting the newest and only version that we offer now. So I just wanted to put that out there. Now let's dig into how we go ahead and assemble this. It's really, really simple. You're going to take your beater ring off, as we showed in the earlier segment. In with the trigger system, you're going to get, if you're getting a single, you get one. If you're getting a double, you'll get 2 of these. It's the laser fin, and it's going to, with these Allen head screws, is going to attach to the bottom of your beater ring. You want the side here that has the lines and the grain in it to be on the same side as the screw that holds the beater, and then you're just going to slide that on. But before you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to take your 1/4-inch cable and plug that into your trigger. Take your power supply, plug that into the other port here, and then rotate this down so that this is exactly even with the upright on the tower. That'll set all that for you. And you're going to take your beater ring, you're going to slide that on. I usually start by putting the number 10 in line with the permanent mark that's engraved on your tower. It's a good place to start, because we just need to set the distance now. You got your gap adjustment card, which what you're going to do is put in between the trigger housing and the fin. You want it to be as close as possible without touching. This is about perfect. You still have a little bit of space. And take your gap adjustment card out. Take your drum key and lock in your beater ring. And then take another Allen wrench that's included. And on the back side of the trigger housing, there's this little Allen screw here. You're going to tighten that down. That'll lock the housing in. And away you go. Take your drive ring, put it back on, tighten that screw, take your pin, put it back into the footboard and into whichever position on the direct drive link that you want. Plug in your power supply into whatever it is you're using. Take the other end of the cable, plug that into your drum brain, and off you go. You're rocking. Another thing you should know is that when you power up, you're going to see a blue LED light on here. That tells you, it's going to tell you 2 things. When it lights up, that there's power to the trigger, and then secondly, when you hit the drum, that light will flash. And what that's telling you is that the trigger is actually sending the signal. So if you're hitting the drum and this is flashing and you're not getting a trigger signal at your drum brain or into the PA, it's not the trigger. It's either a bad cord, a cable, or something to do with something that's downstream of the trigger. So just be advised about that. Enjoy your triggers, and thank you so much for buying our product.